In recent years, the growing Spanish-speaking population has made Spanish a vital part of the language scene in North Carolina.
Yo al menos cuando llegué aquí dije, bueno, si vengo a trabajar, tengo que comunicarme con mi patrón, con quien sea, ¿verdad? Con un amigo. Entonces, si yo vengo aquí, yo tengo que venir con una idea de también aprender inglés. Porque yo pienso que si yo no aprendo inglés, siempre voy a estar atenida a otra persona.
Bueno, definitivamente reconocemos que el idioma es una barrera donde la escuela se siente responsable de educar a nuestros niños en la enseñanza del idioma inglés, siempre recordándole a nuestra comunidad de que nuestras raíces, nuestras tradiciones y nuestra cultura nunca deben desaparecer de los hogares de nuestros hogares. O sea que es bien importante aprender el idioma inglés sin olvidarnos de dónde venimos para así saber para dónde vamos. Esa es mi visión.
When I go home, I talk to my children in Spanish. Which they hate, by the way, because they say, "Mom, talk to us in English," and I say, "Oh no, you need to learn the language. You need to be bilingual."
There is a process that you go through as a second language speaker, becoming really comfortable with the new culture.
It's very important when they're coming with the United States because it's the key for the language. If you don't have English, you don't have nothing. I think so.
I started dreaming in English, and I remember that, thinking, wow, I'm becoming fluent, that my dreams are in English. And then there came this place where I'm like, well, who am I now? Because now I write in English, I read in English, and I speak English most of the day. And that was really confusing, and then that's when it starts hitting you, where you go, oh, I don't know who I am. Am I my language?
They're going to learn English because they have to know how to function in America. They probably already know English before they get here. But we as American society, we're a multicultural society, or at least we claim to be, so we should at least know how to communicate with at least one other nationality.
El vocabulario del libro, por favor, en la página 11, muy bien. Los abuelos.
I think more and more you see the translations for both, and I think that we have to be considerate of others as well and start learning other languages and other cultures too.
I believe that little by little Spanish is taking or acquiring a lot of importance in the culture of the United States. It has become the second language in the United States. A lot of students are very interested in learning the language just because of newspapers, media, and other venues of interaction with Hispanics. I would say that perhaps in the near future, this country will be bilingual, Spanish and English.
Se ha volcado sobre la altura de la Glenwood Avenue. Capitol Boulevard hacia el sur está todo tranquilón entre Wake Forest y Raleigh. La Durham Freeway o la 147 están pasadas de tráfico desde Lewisburg Road hasta la 440. El tráfico está totalmente detenido. Muy buenos días. Sonríe, ¿estás en la cámara? Estamos en la cámara. Muy buenos días. Es la ley 96.9 FM. A lot of the Hispanics that now own automobiles, they'll put a piece of their country on their car, whether it be a flag, whether it be their cap or something hanging off of their mirror that indicates who they are. Hispanics are very proud of their origin, very proud of their heritage, and more so very proud of their culture.
Toque ahí algo.
¿No es música usted por casualidad, señor? ¿Está segura? English will become their first language because that's what they're learning in school. That's what they're watching on TV. They'll have to communicate in Spanish in order to have some kind of correlation with the family unit, but this is a new community in a new land. The culture is something that they bring with them and they'll die with them, no matter where they're at.
Even if it's an American person who can speak Spanish, I will just engage in the Spanish conversation because it feels good. It's a part of who I am. I am somebody who originally was nurtured by this language, and so I want to hear it. So I seek out conversation in Spanish. And then when you find somebody that is amazingly fluent like you are in both languages, then there's this interesting dance, like somebody calls you on the phone and you hear a little bit of an accent, and so you kind of know that they speak Spanish and they hear your little bit of accent, and so then there's like, so normally I will make the first move and I'll say something in Spanish. And then they'll go, oh, which language would you rather talk in? And then I say, well, whichever of the two. So we just go into Spanglish, you know?